Do you ever catch yourself still playing the role of the victim? You will hear people every day moaning and groaning, blaming and complaining about one thing or another. The traffic made me late. I can't help being cranky. I haven't had my coffee yet. He told me blah, blah, blah. Totally ruined my day. Or, I missed winning the lottery number by just a hair. Why is life so unfair? Victim mentality is a huge part of the human experience. In fact, most people upon the planet are still heavily engaged in victim or perpetrator mindset, which are two sides of the same coin. As I was exploring my own personality, I found that many of my own disowned aspects were stuck in victim mentality, playing the role of the victim. My sexy sin felt that she was less than as a woman, that she was weak and inadequate simply because she was born female. She saw herself as a victim of the male-dominated worldview, and she bought into the irrational belief that she needed a man to accept her, a man to approve of her, and a man to support her. She viewed herself as powerless and thought that only men held the real power. When I was able to view her thought patterns, beliefs, and behaviors with a level of detachment, I recall thinking, really? Ew, yuck. My people-pleaser helper felt like a victim of circumstance, that she was there to help everyone else, but that nobody was there to help her. She saw herself and others as victims of misfortune, bad luck, poor timing, and all sorts of other disasters. She habitually ran thoughts of poor me and poor them, and viewed other people as powerless to help themselves. She was unable to own her own projection of judgment and admit to viewing herself as powerless. Instead, she felt that she had the power to help in ways in which other people were incapable. When I was able to view her thought patterns, beliefs, and behaviors with detachment and humor, I thought, really? Ew, yuck! My scaredy cat felt like a victim of abuse. Afraid of her own shadow, she was frightened of loud sounds, raised voices, and any emotion remotely related to anger or upset of any kind, even just mild frustration. She held beliefs that she was a poor, pitiable victim of other people's rage and violence, and that the only way to stay safe was to hide, become invisible, or cower in fear. She viewed herself as totally powerless and all the grown-ups as omnipotent. When I was able to view her thought patterns, beliefs, and behaviors with detachment and humor, I thought, really? Ew, yuck! My avoider felt like a victim of a cruel, demanding world. She was powerless in the face of tremendous pressure. Pressure to conform, pressure to achieve, pressure to succeed. She viewed herself as incapable and helpless, and others as pushy, aggressive perpetrators of an unfair, unjust reality. Her view of herself as the victim allowed her to justify avoiding and procrastinating in nearly every area of my life. When I was able to view her thought patterns, her beliefs and behaviors with detachment and humor, I thought, really? Ew, yuck. The role of the victim is a strong archetype that permeated my personality, affecting the beliefs and patterns of many of my disowned aspects, as well as my main personality, the face that I regularly showed the world. It wasn't enough for me to forgive myself for buying into the irrational belief that I was ever a powerless victim. I had to pour on the compassion and forgive myself again and again and again in dozens of different areas, worded in dozens, maybe even hundreds of different ways. I had to update my victim mentality as it related to each individual aspect of my personality that was running the victim story. In which aspects of your own personality are you still playing the role of the victim? See if you can identify some beliefs that stem from the victim mindset. The victim mindset says that some people are stronger than others. Some people are more powerful than others. Some people have more clout, are more important, or more capable than others. None of that is true from your soul's perspective. You are equal on the being level as every other person ever born. All the strengths are qualities of the loving. These are all your birthright. If there is a quality that you feel you are lacking, you can find the seed of it within yourself and begin to cultivate it, to grow into it. By discovering all of the ways I had viewed myself and others as a victim, I gradually stepped into my own authentic power. I now know that I am equally as powerful as every other being. Understand that no one else has the ability to empower you in any way. That idea supports that someone is more powerful than you and that they'll be giving you something that you do not already have. The truth is that on the being level, your power is already equal. It's a done deal. It's a given. So to empower yourself, all you have to do is simply claim the authentic power that is already yours. Say, I am now letting go of the role of the victim and claiming my full authentic power. Action step. Go deeper into exploring the various ways that you have been playing the role of the victim. Apply compassionate self-forgiveness. Update any irrational beliefs. Clear any judgments and claim your full authentic power. Declaration. I am the only one who can empower myself. I am now freeing myself from the limitations of victim mentality. I now claim my full authentic power, knowing that I am equally as powerful, strong, capable, etc., as every other being ever born. Breathe that in. Many blessings of joy and vibrant freedom.